How's it going, everybody? Look, this is why I think religion is divisive, alright? Um, for those of you who are starting to watch this video, don't watch this if you are very religious, or if you are religious, but, you have a really strong opinion, then, I don't think my perspective is going to align with yours, so you can just leave if you want. But having said that, setting that aside, all right. Growing up, I think that religion is divisive because, speaking from the heart, all right, I think that going to church every Sunday is for people with weak faith who have no faith in God, in the universe, all right. Personally, whenever I set foot in a church, I feel spiritually attacked and I just don't want to be there. The people don't, they don't welcome me. I just feel their energy. I feel the jealousy. All right. And that's another thing, is that people are jealous of you for no reason. They could be richer than you. They could have a nicer car than you. They could have more abundance and more wealth than you. They could have a job position that's higher than yours. And these people will still be jealous and envious of you just because of the light that you carry, all right? So I want to refer to the Bible quote, because sometimes I read the Bible, and there is a verse in the book of Matthew. It's in all the books, actually, but the book of Matthew, it specifically says, hide your light not under a bushel, all right? Because it's the parable of the widow who looked all over the house for the lost coin, and she used a lamp, and Jesus said, would you not search your whole house for that coin in the hopes of finding it, and when you find it, you are overjoyed, right? People will try to throw a bushel, a basket over your light. They're going to try to take your coin from you. I'm using this as an example, all right? You have a coin, for example. They'll take your coin from you and hide it somewhere, and then you have to spend all your time and energy looking for it. And that's what they want, because they don't want you to prosper on that coin. They want to rob you of your provision. They want to make you think and feel that you are too much, that you are not enough. Whatever side of the scale they're going to try to make you think that you're on. It's gaslighting, essentially, all right? So, don't hide your light. Don't shrink. Watch the video I just posted before this of when I go in public, everyone stares and I feel on the spotlight, right? I'm learning to accept that 100%, because maybe these people need to see me out here. Maybe they need to encounter me for 5 seconds, right? If it's going to change their life, all right? Or I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you get the point, all right? Maybe when you go outside or you go to the store, okay, maybe people need to experience you, right? They need to understand that somebody like you exists out here, because they're down here on the low, it's the facts. It's like the low vibrational scale, and they're low energy. They're not reaching their full potential. They're full of anger, hatred, jealousy, and I don't know what else to say at this point, right? Like, I've pretty much said everything about what people are in the world right now. And when you walk in the room, instantly you're the bad guy, you're the target, you're the prey, all right? That's how I got fired from my previous job I worked at. I just got fired I got fired on April 12th. So, it was like 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, all right, roughly. And you know what I said? I said to God, you know what, God, no matter how bad this job gets, I'm not going to quit. And you know what God did? Something happened. I don't know what the hell I did, all right? Other than I was just keeping to myself, keeping my head down, doing the work, being kind to customers. I got a couple good reviews. I don't know what else I did. other than stand up for myself and make sure that, you know, people know who they're working with, okay? And I told God, hey, you know, I'm not going to quit no matter what happens. I'm not going to quit this job. And you know what God did? He ended up firing me. He ended up he let the managers fire me. All right? He let them call me in and say, "Hey, we're terminating you." He didn't try anything. He knew it was going to happen because God knows everything. He knows our past, present, future, or the universe, whatever you want to believe in, right? That's perfectly fine. The divine cosmos, the entities up there, the God realm, all right? They knew what was going to happen. They knew I was going to get fired. And I had gotten on my knees and said, hey, no matter what happens at this job, like every other job I worked at, I'm not going to quit this time. I'm not going to quit this job. And bam, I get fired, all right? And so I don't even tell my family because, my family I come from a narcissistic family, and I just don't want them to know those things. None of their business, all right? And so now I'm looking up at the heaven. I'm like, yo, God, you knew what you were doing. I said, hey, I'm not going to cave in, and you did something, and now I'm out here, and it's like he must have known what he was doing. And when I get hired at another job, same thing. I'm not going to quit unless they fire me, because then I have to leave. So, God knows what he's doing. The universe knows what he is doing, all right? And really strange things start happening at this point. Like this gentleman, he pulled up his pickup truck and backed up into a spot, and then I'm not kidding, after 10 seconds he just drove away. And like I said, weird things will happen to you if you're like me. Like, you'll just be minding your own business, and somebody will just pull up and then do something weird and leave, or like a group of people will come out of nowhere and start smoking cigarettes, and I'm just looking at them like, where the hell did you guys even come from? Like, this isn't an area where people congregate, so it's like, learn to accept the unexpected, all right? If you watch The Hobbit, it's a book by J.R.R. Tolkien, and also a movie directed by Andrew Jackson, all right? No, Peter Jackson, directed by Peter Jackson. In the Hobbit movie, Bilbo literally says it's a dangerous affair stepping out your door, because you never know where you're going to get swept off to. And then he also says, old Bilbo Baggins, he also says, life is an unexpected journey. You never know what's going to happen. Like, that is life. It's an adventure. So on this journey I'm in, on this adventure I'm at, right? I don't know what's going to happen anymore. So I'm learning to accept and expect the unexpected. No matter how uncomfortable it makes me, no matter how comfortable or uncomfortable it makes me feel, no matter if it benefits me or does not benefit me, that's fine. Like, I'm just trying to roll with it, because you have to believe, as I have believed, that God literally knows what he's doing. I've said this before. He didn't bring you this far to just abandon you. He didn't bring you this far to drop you off, right? He didn't take you to the bus. He didn't put you on the bus to just have the bus driver kick you off on some random, middle of nowhere bus stop, all right? That's not what he's here to do, all right? So the beautiful thing about this is that you're not going to know, because you and I, we're human beings. We're not going to know what is making sense or not. And it's not our job to know, all right? So with religion, it's more of, you believe what you want to believe. You find the path that works for you, all right? Because religion and this matrix is designed for weak people, in my opinion, all right? My perspective, what I've learned is that Religion is designed for people who have no faith. Church is therapy, all right? Listen to this. Church is therapy for how to cope with life. Well, I don't need therapy to cope with life. I want instruction and direction to help me grow and actually fight the battle in life, okay? Perhaps you feel the same way as I do. Maybe that's your perspective as well. Maybe it's not. That's fine, all right? But look, for me, like the beginning of this video, I started out saying church was never for me. Religion is too constricting for me. I've outgrown that whole genre, that whole outlook of religion and going to church and tucking in your shirt and being making sure that everybody knows you go to church every day or every Sunday at 9 a.m. and you're a good person, and like, nah, God doesn't care about that. All right, take it from me. God just wants you to survive and navigate in this world with no bad intentions, and accept the scenarios, accept the unknown that he's going to throw at you. By going to church every Sunday and by putting yourself in that box of, oh, I'm a religious, I'm a this, I'm a that religion, it's like you're trying to take control of what the universe is trying to help you grow and form through, where it's not supposed to be that way. You're supposed to let go and detach completely of trying to be that good man or good woman and follow God and do this and follow the word and all this. No, just listen to God directly. And if you listen and be still, he says, be still and know that I am God, then you'll know what to do. Like, that's why I'm making this video. Like, a year ago, I never would have even imagined I'd be making a YouTube channel, all right? And nobody told me to do this. I just did it because I thought, you know what? I'm sick and tired of working jobs. Well, I was working jobs when I started this channel regardless, but my perspective is I'm sick and tired of being misunderstood in the workplace to a point where I can't even keep a job. And if I tell God I want to keep a job, he'll make them fire me. So there's no other option for me except to kind of start to form my own path and like cut the grass a little bit and move forward. So that's one of the things I enjoy about making these videos, is that for you guys as well, like, I'm gonna try to keep doing this because I just think that this is one of the only things I can do. Like, I don't have Snapchat, I don't have TikTok, I don't have any of that stuff. Facebook, Instagram, I could probably get them and learn how to do them, but I'd rather start out with YouTube and see how good that's gonna go. And so regardless of that, it's my personal journey, but like, I'm here to also help people because I have so much knowledge to give, and I know that you and I are not the only people out here in the world who are going through this stuff, right? Like, God already, he made us special, right? He created us in his image and likeness, and he said it was good. So many people don't even know that, and they've fallen astray. So like I said, 5, 6, 7 minutes ago in this video, we're the bad guys because we found ourselves, or we're trying to find ourselves and grow, and they're not. And maybe one day, like, you can't take everybody with you, all right? You can try to help people, like I'm trying to help people right now, I'm trying to help you, but at the end of the day, it's your choice, guys, all right? So we're almost at the 15-minute mark here. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the support. You know what, guys, like, I think that this channel is growing rapidly. Like, I just noticed that I've gotten like 8, 9, 10 subscribers in the last day or two. That is insane. Like, how is that even happening? So let's keep this momentum up. If not, I'm still going to keep posting as much as I can right now. I'm in college, but spring break just started, so I have like a week off before I start my next class, so I'm going to try to post videos as much as I can, all right? So, hallelujah. Thank you for being here, everybody. God bless you, and have a great day.